Hi guys, it's George at Optics Warehouse, and today we've got another review for you of the HIKMICRO Thunder TQ50 weapon scope. This is possibly one of the best value thermals on the market currently, at just over the £2,000 mark. But for that money, you're getting a sub 35 millikelvin sensor and a 640 pixel sensor in there. So we're going to see how this stacks up today. We're going to do a deep dive review. If you want to see more of this type of content, or you like this format of review from us, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. Right, let's get on with the review. So we're going to unbox the Thunder and see what we get inside. So start here, they open it up, and the Thunder itself, taking out the box, comes in quite a nice carry case with everything inside. So I'm going to open her up. So what do we have up there? So little washer there, that's for shimming the unit if you need more elevation, stuff like that. On one side, standard lens cloth, and then your user manual. Put that down there. Inside, carry strap there. Here, if you want to keep that on your hip or something like that, make it a bit more portable. And then you have the main unit there. So you can see that's the Thunder itself, and you know it's the TQ50 because it's got that big objective. And then in the bottom compartment here we have two CR123 batteries, and that's what this unit runs off of. We also have the mounting rail there. Again, this is a Weaver Picatinny style, standard with most thermal and digital scopes. And what else do we have? We've got a USB-C type cable. So for uploading pictures, doing firmware updates, all that type of good stuff. And that is about it. So we'll move on to the walk around. Okay, so starting the walk around, start at the front. Got a nice big flip cap, just pops open nice and easy. And it is adjustable, so if you need to shade from the rain or whatever, you can use it that way. Or if you want it the other way, you can make it that bit easier for yourself. Walk it coming back here, this nail part, that is your focus, so getting that image nice and sharp. Stepping back here, don't know how well you can see that, you've got a little rubber flap. That's your USB port for that C-type cable. Here is your battery compartment. It's a nice easy flip door. Just undo the nut there, and you can see just pop your batteries in and close that back up. Stepping back here, now this is kind of an interesting thing with the Thunder, and part of what makes it such a versatile unit is this nail part you can twist like so, like that, and take the eyepiece off completely. The reason you would want to do that is because you can get clamps and other add-ons to make it an add-on to an existing scope. So you can have a front thermal add-on, making this a very versatile unit. So I'm just going to pop that back on. And then walking back just behind that nail part, you have this part here, and that is going to work as your dioptic adjustment, keeping that screen nice and clear for you. If we flip over to the top, power button, photo button, menus, select, and the magnification there. Nice, simple, sort of standard layout. On the other side, just plain, there's no controls here. So let's move on to sending her up. Right, so when it comes to set this the Thunder up, it's pretty simple. What firstly we need to do is get the rail mount on the scope. So to do that, you simply marry the two up like so. And you can't get it wrong because one side of this rail has a little cutout there, a little semicircle, and that marries up to the battery compartment there. So I'll just do that nice and quick. It says you can't do it wrong, instantly does it wrong. And the Allen key is supplied in the box with the HIK, so we'll just nip that up quickly. Don't need to clamp it up too tight, just make sure that it's secure, there's no play or rattle. And did forget to mention that the bolts are supplied with a smear of Loctite on there, so you know they're going to be, well, you know they're not going to be going anywhere. So once your unit is looking like that, it's ready to go on your rifle. Now, this is a Weaver Picatinny style mount. Now, obviously my rifle is not Weaver Picatinny, it is 9 to 11mm. So, to solve that issue, we have snap-in adapters. I know I said about them in the previous video, but these things really are amazing. They allow you to fit any and everything to, well, they widen the range of things you can fit to your rifle quite considerably for a cheap bit there. So, let's get these in. You've got the crossbars there, slot these in accordingly, and now we have a 9 to 11mm dovetail fitment on the bottom. So we'll get that slide onto my rifle. Try my best not to block it. Right, that's got on there like that. I reckon. There. So just going to tighten that up. These bolts on the side. I'm using a socket. You can use a screwdriver or a spanner. There. I'm just going to loosen that off a little bit so it can move about. I don't have much option for eye relief on this, just because of the length of the rail. But I'm just going to check my eye relief, and I'll do that off screen now. So we'll get that nipped up. Yeah, so that's good to go. Alright, so now I've got the Thunder set up on my rifle. So we've got some footage here through the scope. This is being recorded, as I said before, via the HIKMICRO app, and I'm just screen recording my phone. Now, as you can see down there, that is my tin foil target. Don't know how well this is going to do. So let's load her up and see how we get on. So you need to press and hold the menu button, and then you see the menu pops up on the side there, and I'm going to scroll down till I find the reticule. Now what I'm also going to do is, just while I am here, go through what some of these things are. So if I just go a couple presses back up. So it starts off on brightness, self-explanatory, that's how bright that screen is. Screen mode, that is what the unit's prioritised, and this is recognition mode, so it's going to prioritise as much detail as possible. There is a jungle mode, which is designed for in heavy brush, you know, making any heat signature stick out more. Pip, that's your image in image, so you can have a little box at the top with higher magnification and keeping the wide field of view below. Reticule, well, that's what we're going to get into in a minute. That's how we adjust and change our reticules. Colour, I'm on white, that's the colour palette. So this one's got various modes. You've got red hot, white hot, black hot, and fusion, which is that sort of, you know, predator vision of all the different colours. FFC, I have no clue what that stands for, but what I know is that that is what fires the shutter. You'll probably see that the screen seems to freeze and then jump. What that is the shutter firing. It's just dumping heat off the sensor so that you maintain good picture quality. And then that DPC is dead pixel correction. So if you notice over time maybe you lose a pixel or two, you can go in there and it will you can fix the dead pixels on your screen. Auto power off, so set timings for it to auto power itself off. Burn prevention mode, as James would put it, this is the sort of summer mode. So if you're looking on a summer's day with a thermal scope, you're going to want this on when you know you're going to be looking at things that are particularly hot, say a bit of exposed slate or something like that that's been baking in the sun all day. Most of the time you need that off and it will maintain better image quality. Version, that tells you what firmware you've got on here and which build. Restore sets everything back to how it came from the factory. Language, well, that tells you what language it's in. Trajectory, that's for, you can set different distances, and so long as it's got your ballistic information, it'll automatically re-zero for you. Time sync, yeah, that's self-explanatory. That's so you can get your date and time correct. And measure what units you want. Hot tracking, that'll let you see, it will track the hottest thing that it's currently detecting, so useful when you're out in the field. Brand logo off, that's just for your recordings and up in the display when you're looking through, if you want that on or off. And then battery voltage is quite an important one with this unit. Using CR123s, they come in a 3 volt and a 3.3 volt, and you do need to make sure that this is set to the correct battery voltage, as if you don't, it will drain your batteries very quickly even when the unit's turned off. And then network or hotspot, that's turning the Wi-Fi on, that's half connected via the app. Contrast, that's self-explanatory again, and we're back to brightness.